Andrea Goeglein with us, Dr. Success, and approval is another one of the A's. What do we do with the approval? Because everybody has a different way of approving.
Correct, and that's exactly what they tell you to first observe. Notice what approval is for you versus approval is for you, and then if you're the person who's trying to accelerate the success relationship that you have with the habits you're trying to develop, I'm going to be courteous and build something that works for you, not that works for her. And then when I'm dealing with her, then I'll use that little habit. Yes, and how many times with children that we notice, we try to use the technique that worked on our first child, that was such a raging success. Oh my gosh, I paid so much attention. He loved this kind of approval. He loved when we would clap and sing and dance. Another child may really like a hug better, something a little quieter. Well, you grow up as adults, it's the same thing. I remember so distinctly making an error that I had to laugh about. Early on in my behavioral training, my husband had a secretary who we adored. And so it was time for her birthday. So I do this blowout birthday party at my house for her. She was a very reserved person. The thought of having all of these people.
The reason we're laughing is kind of an in. I was seeing.
Okay.
He's pointing to Tonya. Yeah.
Okay. And it was so. And that's how innocent you'll do something that represents your.
It's making you feel good.
But
it's not what they want.
That's why you need to know the person.
Correct.
And as Tonya always says on this program, listen.
Correct.
Not just assume that somebody is going to like a big birthday bash.
Correct. And it was really, you know, I was 24, 25 at the time when I did this, and after years, it was truly after that I remembered, because she kept saying to me all night long, this is killing me. Oh, this is killing me. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Please don't make me do this. You know, like, here, we're going to bring in the cake. And, you know, but it is the types of things that we do. So when you find out what is attention, what is positive attention to the person that you care so much about moving them to success.
And it's interesting because all parents try to treat, they're all individuals and they're all different and they need to be treated differently, but somehow as parents we lump them all together.
Correct. And, you know, as Tonya brought out during the break, what we forget is that all of this work, well done parenting or other, is what do I first have to do to take care of myself and become aware so that I can then work with you and become aware.
Yeah, Tonya made that point during the break. You have to be selfish to a degree, and there's nothing wrong with that, because if you don't love yourself first, how can I love you? It's very difficult.
Yeah, and I actually do not view that as being selfish. If you can appreciate how every positive change that you make for yourself, every time I notice what my child needs or what my coworker needs, and I adjust in order to help them be successful, it's because I have paid attention to myself first and can now see that the world is a whole lot bigger than me. So my paying attention to me benefits everyone else, and it really is why it's the first thing you should do, because you can impact so many.
A little bit out of time, but how is acceptance different than approval, or how is it the same?
Again, it's you feeling accepted that what you have done is correct, and it's how you view everything. So the approval is set up in a way that, you know, it's something that makes me feel good, and then that feeling of acceptance is something that I actually create for myself. You set it up, but whether or not I feel accepted is really an inside job. So that's why the approval and acceptance go together, and it's what have I done to help you create that feeling.
This is why many times you'll go to siblings, 3, 2, ever how many, and you'll ask them about their upbringing, their years, the parenting, how they saw their family. If you have 3 children, you will probably get 3 different stories to how they saw their parents parenting them.
That is so true.
I met someone this weekend that has triplets that are fraternal, and I said, that's going to be like having 3 different children all at the same time. That's going to be a really unique.
Andrea, how can they get their hands on the book?
Well, I actually have one copy of this, which I will give to the first viewer that writes to me at Andrea@ServingSuccess. It will be my gift to you, and I'll mail it from my office in Las Vegas.
How nice.
Yes.
Andrea, thank you.
Thank you so very much. Very interesting.
Happy holidays.
Educational. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to shop for value, and we can do that at True Value right here in Prescott.